How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are back with the second part of how to make your very own Alliance/Kingdom Discord guide. Alright, so this guide is aimed to help you guys make your own professional looking Kingdom or Alliance Discord. Alright, so if you haven't checked out the first part already, where we go through everything to do with permissions, roles, and how to set up the server in general, do go and check it out first. The link will be up there on the top. Okay, no, here. Okay, yeah, up here. Okay, and then once you have checked that out, then you can watch this second part. Alright, so this second part, you already have most of the basic stuff set up. Assume that you have all your roles set up, all of your permissions for your channels has been set already. And for this part, we are going to be going through bots. Alright, bots are, well, as their name suggests, they are bots, and they help to automate and make your server more professional. They also help you to do things and automate things that you normally don't need to, so that you won't have to keep on doing it yourself every time someone new joins, or whatever. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is obviously add a bot to your server. Okay, so I have two main bots that I use inside of the of my own Alliance main server. Okay, the first bot that I want to introduce you guys to is the UE bot. Alright, so the UE bot, I'm going to bring it up here, okay, so you guys can see. Ooh. Okay, the UE bot, let me just resize this. Alright, so the UE bot, you can go to this link, which is top.gg/bot/UE, and then all you have to do is click on invite. Okay, in order to invite UE bot to your server, you obviously need to have manage server permissions. Alright, so you want to add him to the server that you want, continue, and then you just you want to grant UE bot all of the access controls. Basically, just grant it admin, and they will be able to do whatever. UE bot will be able to do whatever you need her to do. Okay, so doing a little verification first, and now you are done. Alright, so now that that's done with UE bot has been added to a server. Now you want to, for me, I like to set up a bot channel dedicated for bot commands. You can do this and then clear the channel afterwards, but I found it easier to just create a separate channel. And what I like to do is make this a private channel, so you don't annoy anyone while you are trying to get the bot set up, assuming you already added 1 or 2 officers inside of the chat. If it's just you, then it doesn't matter, you can basically do this in any channel. But if already have 1 or 2 people coming in and you don't want them to feel annoyed when you're setting up the bot, then what you can do is set up a private channel. So I'm just going to call this channel test bot channel. Okay, and then set it to private, so only you can see, and only maybe make UE can see, and yep. Then the other people, they shouldn't be able to see it, so they won't get annoyed by the commands. Okay, so test bot channel, and right here, the first thing that you want to set up is the automatic role selection command. Okay, so what I'm going to type here is y!RAS space create. And then UE bot will prompt me, welcome to the RAS creation menu. Would you like to add reaction roles to an old message or create an entirely new message? So assuming you're doing this for the first time, obviously you want it to be new. Okay, they also have a guide on how to do this if you can't follow my video guide. Okay, so for me, because it's the first time I'm doing this and it's probably your first time, so you're going to type new, and then please tag the channel you wish to post the message in. So next up, you want to tag the old channel they want to post the message in, and then okay, let's say for example I want it to be in the role selection channel, obviously, so I'm going to type y!RAS no, I'm just going to type the channel. Okay, inside here you don't need to type any y or whatnot, y!, so it will be role selection. Okay, this will be the channel that I want UE bot to be in, for people to select their roles. Do this, and then now you can type out what you want the message to say, and then you can split it with the line right there. Okay, so let's say for example I want okay, wait, let me see. Okay, let's say Kingdom 2000. Okay, that will be the title of the message. I'll space it with a line, and then message description, please select your alliance. Let's say this is for the kingdom. This is a kingdom Discord. Then this is what I'll say. Or even if it's your own family alliance, then you can say the same thing basically. Please select your alliance. Okay. Please provide a color name or hex code. Alright, so this is just for the line right beside the message. It doesn't really matter for me. I am just going to go with white. You can do black or any other color you like. When you're done, type okay, and then you have to list the roles and the emotes you wish to use one at a time in this format. Okay. Right, so let's see here. Let's say for example, okay, the emote that I want, okay, so I've got two different roles set up. In fact, 3 if you include the officer role. Now for roles with more permissions like the officer role, you obviously don't want members to be able to select it from here. You want to give those roles manually. Okay, you don't want people to be able to, you know, just come in and take that role if they want to. So that shouldn't be part of this. Any other role that you have can be part of this. Let's say for example the role for A, I'm going to use the A emoji, and then I'm going to use the A role right here, and then do this. Ooh. Okay, before you do that, so this is one error that you get. What you need to do is go inside your server settings, and then for roles, make sure UEBot is above everybody, so UEBot can give permissions to all of the roles that is below it. Any role that is above UEBot, UEBot will not be able to give permission to. So let us try that again right here. Okay, going to do A, and then I'm going to select the A role right here, and then you see a little tick. That means it's done. Okay, then I'm going to do it for B as well, because we have a B role. Okay, so select the emoji that you want for that. You can have any emoji that you like, it doesn't matter. This is just a matter of cosmetics. Just make sure people can understand and people know what each emoji, what the emoji stands for each role. Okay, then you just do B, then you see a tick there, and then you just keep going on and on until you have all of the roles that you want. Once you're done, then you type done like this, and then will you like the roles to be unique, meaning to say if you select yes, that means people can only select one role at a time. If you select no, then people can select multiple roles. People can have multiple roles. This one, it really depends. It's up to you. Okay, maybe some people have farm accounts in a sub alliance and they have their main account in the main alliance. Then you can set the roles to not be unique, so they can select more than one role. However, if you want it to be unique for whatever reason, then you just type yes. For me, I'm going to type yes right here, and then you'll say creating your custom reaction message, and then you just wait a little while and your reaction message has been created. So go to the role selection here, and then now you can select your alliance. So right here you can see I don't have any roles, but if I react to this message, and now I have a role, and if I react to this message like this, then now I have the B one as well. Okay, because it's unique, so I can only select one at a time. I cannot select more than one at a time. If you set it to not be unique, you can select both at the same time and you will get both the roles. So that is the very basics of making your own role selection for UEBot. Okay, the next, after this is done, the next very important thing that you want to do is, okay, before we get to that, let's get to the welcome message first, shall we? Okay, how do you do the welcome message? Let me take a look. Okay, so if you're like me and you can't remember all of the commands, which I'm sure people usually don't remember the bot commands, you can just type Y exclamation mark commands and you get a whole list of this. And then let's say I want moderation, so I'm going to type Y exclamation mark commands, and let's do moderation. Okay, and this is all of the commands that they will give. Okay, so now I want to create a welcome message, so I'm going to do Y commands, so I can see what the command is. Automation, I think it's under automation. Okay, Y exclamation mark welcome. Okay, so I'm going to use Y exclamation mark welcome bind to enable it inside a channel. Okay, but before I do that, let's do Y exclamation mark welcome help. And then here is where you can set your welcome message. Okay, so I'm going to type y exclamation mark welcome message, and then let's say you want your message to be like this: hi, and then you want to do the mention, which means you do this special bracket right here. Where is my special brackets? Okay, so mention the person, close bracket, and then welcome to K2000. Please select your role in the role selection channel and have a look through our rules in rules channel. Enjoy your stay. Right, okay, so that is the welcome message that we want, and then the welcome message has been updated. So now you want to bind the welcome message to a channel. Let's do it here. Okay, so I'm going to do y exclamation mark welcome bind, and then now the welcome messages will appear inside of this channel. Okay, I will show you guys when I add the second bot later on. Okay, next one, what do you want to set? Okay, so this is just the very basic stuff that you can do with UEBot, and basically the stuff that you want to do with UEBot. Okay, another thing that you want to do is you can lock the bot commands to this channel. But before we do that, we have to do one very important thing as well, which is the moderation command. Okay, no, the permissions command. Okay, you want to set this up properly so people can't mess with your bot's settings and only you can do it. Okay, so y commands permissions. Okay, and then you want to enable the commands only for the group that you want to be able to have access to the command. Okay, so let's say for example, pardon me while I look through the guide as well, the UEBot guide. Okay, let's say for example I want only officers to be able to touch UEBot's settings. I don't want anyone else to be able to touch UEBot settings. Right, so what you want to do is type this y exclamation mark perms allow, then you want to select the group of commands that you want this group of users to be able to use or not use. So I'm going to select moderation. Okay, and then I'm going to select the type that I want. So for example, I want all users with this role to be able to access this command. So the role will be officer. Alright, so only officers will be able to touch the moderation commands, and then there. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same and allow it for the automation. Okay, moderation allow, no, not automation, not moderation again, automation role officer. Okay, and now only officers will be able to use these two commands, right? And then you can if you want to deny a role a certain command, you can do it this way. So y exclamation mark perms deny moderation at, okay, let's say for example you want members of this alliance to not be able to use this, or basically what you want to do, for me I just like to do everyone so it's easier. Okay, oops, I forgot to select the type, so I'm going to just do this and then just paste it here. Okay, so the role will be this, and people with this role will not be able to use the moderation command. So you should do this one by one and then set it up for every single thing. The roles that you want to disable for people who should not have the permission to touch your stuff is permissions, moderation, and automation. Everything else is honestly not that important. You can just let them have fun with the bot, and I don't really think people will try and sabotage your bot unless they are just really bored or they just really hate you. But I honestly don't see the point of trying to sabotage a bot inside your server. So yeah, anyways, you can just remove the bot if you want to, and then like just clear it or something, since if you have the admin permissions, which you obviously should have. So this is how you set up your bot properly. Now the next bot that I want to add is the music bot, okay, or as they like to call it, the Groovy bot. Okay, so the Groovy bot for Discord, okay, this is the Groovy bot. Oops. Okay, so all you have to do is Google search Groovy bot, and then you will have this. Okay, so you're just going to authorize, and then you want to add to Discord. Okay, so you want to select your server that you want, continue, and authorize. Okay, verify this, and you're done. Okay, so now you can close this, and yep, now you see the welcome message is working, and then this is the welcome message that you have right here. Really good. Okay, and for some reason it popped up here, but it's not supposed to pop up here. It's okay, you can just delete this if you want to. Let's just delete that. Okay, and then for how Groovy bot works is it can play music for you. Okay, so I'm going to go inside test bot. Now I'm going to type dash play, let's say, what songs do I want to play right now? Actually, I don't really know. Okay, let's play 2 Steps from Hell. Okay, Victory by 2 Steps from Hell. Okay, okay, and then oh, you need to be connected to a voice channel first. Okay, so connect to a voice channel. Ideally this should be your music channel, so just connect to your music channel right here, and then you can repeat this command and it should work. Okay, so here is Groovy bot, and if you turn up the volume right here, okay, let's not mute Groovy bot. And now I'm not sure if you guys can hear in the background, but yep, you will be able to hear the music in the background, and this is this will basically deafen the rest of the server, basically anyone else who is talking, so you will only be able to hear the music. So this is what the music channel is good for, and you should have a separate music channel for your music bot so it doesn't get in the way of your regular talking or whatnot, or discussion on the other channels. Okay, so now you want it to stop, so I'm just going to press dash stop. Okay, and the Groovy bot will stop. All you have to do is disconnect from here, right here, and then you can just how do we disconnect the bot? Okay, that's not important right now. You guys can go and check out the commands for the Groovy bot and figure out how it works. Okay, and so on and so forth. So this is just a fun little bot. Now other people from other servers I've seen, they added a games channel whereby you can add some other bots to play games with. There's a pancakes bot that you can play games with. I know my server has that, somebody else did that, it wasn't me, and they are playing like blackjack or something with the bot. So yeah, that is pretty fun, I guess. And oh, one last part, you want to bind all of your bot commands to a specific channel, and for that I would like to bind it to bot spam. Okay, so to bind the UE bot commands to bot spam, okay, what you have to do is Y, okay, let's see here, Y exclamation mark space bot channel, and all of your UE bot commands will only work inside of this channel. Okay, I can't really remember how you bind commands for Groovy bot, and I can't remember if there's a way to do it, but you guys can go ahead and dig it out, and I'm sure you can be able to do it. And then you can bind all of Groovy bot's commands to the music channel, so that people won't get caught up with the bot spam from all over the place. And yeah, anytime you want to disable this, you just have to type Y exclamation mark then space free channel. Okay, and that will unbind your bot. Okay, but of course you want it bind, so this is what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's it for setting up two very basic bots that you can have in your server, and all of the available stuff that you can do with the bot. So Groovy Bot is really just for you to play music, which almost all servers have, and it's a neat little fun thing to have. Also, UE Bot, you can help with your role selection, you can help with your welcome message, and this is basically just a very basic thing that you want to use it for, that I like to use it for personally. You can also go ahead and dig into UE Bot's different commands and different stuff. You can I believe UE Bot can play games as well, and then you can set UE Bots to ban people if they say something, and all sorts of other stuff, or to kick people or whatnot. So you can set UE Bot to go ahead and do that if you want to delve deeper into it by yourself. Okay, but if not, these are just the basic things that I would have as a Rise of Kingdoms Discord or server. So I hope this video has helped you guys. If you have learned something, please give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned to part 3, and I will be teaching you guys how to add webhooks into your Discord server for both Reddit and YouTube. And yeah, that's it for this video, and till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.